What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Trucker 219. Today we are getting into some more crashes. Let's go. All right, so it looks like we're driving on a 4-lane highway. However, the semi truck is all the way over here in the left lane. Looks like this far one is an exit only. The truck driver needs to be over here unless he's really blazing past traffic. But in most spots, anytime there's a 3-lane highway, semi trucks are prohibited in that far left lane. Whoa, brake check, brake check, brake check. And this is another reason why it's a good idea to be over here in the slower lanes, because oftentimes you have a better chance of hitting a shoulder or an exit lane or something to find an out so you don't get into this situation. There are massive benefits to staying over there. Yeah, because he's seen it. It looks like he's trying to slow down. He just can't. Not enough time. And he doesn't have an out in this lane. This shoulder's way too small to do anything with. Stop, 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 buddy. Stop. Come on now. Oh my gosh. Gotta look left, right, then back left again. Holy crap. I hope that driver's all right. Okay, so we got a guy turning here. Slowing down. His turn signal comes on. Rainy, wet conditions. The roads are definitely wet. Tried to stop and he couldn't do it in time. Yeah, this is why we go a little bit slower in city limits and stuff where there's no way to get out of it. There's no shoulder here to get out on. He tried, but obviously ended up into this berm here. Come on, buddy. There's no way you couldn't see that. Number one, you got hood mirrors. However, they're checking out your headlights. How are you supposed to see that when they're just looking at your headlights? Wow. Okay, so we got traffic coming to a slowdown here in the left lane. Anytime you see that happening, you got to automatically assume that this wide open spot is where everybody wants to be to get down the road quicker. So you need to be paying attention for people jumping out here. Like mentally think, okay, who's going to jump out? Who's going to jump out? And just be on guard. Or something like that can happen too. Yeah, everybody's slowing down and it's just a domino effect. It's coming so quick that everybody's trying to react. You do got some snow, it looks like, coming down, so making the roads a little bit wet. Slow it down, folks. All right, we're coming up here into an intersection. We got a green light here. These guys have the turning light, but that looks like it's red. Oh my gosh, running a red light. Wow. Crazy. Oh, wow, look at the scenery. These mountains out west are gorgeous. Okay, so it looks like this car is trying to turn into this car or truck. I can't even tell what it is. It looks pretty low. Looks like it's trying to turn into this gas station right here. Looks like a Mavericks or something. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this one is messed up. Because this guy clearly gets over here, past the line of the shoulder, making it look like he's going to turn in here. He likely has his turn signal on too. And this is indicating to this driver, hey, if there's a gap on this side, this guy's turning, I'm clear to go. There is absolutely no way that this car would have predicted, based on that situation, that that truck was going to keep on going. This one's on the truck's fault. However, if you're in this position, it's always best to assume people are not going to make the right decision. They're not going to do what they say they're going to do or projecting to do. That could save you, but again, these are the rules of the road. If you're over here all the way on the shoulder like this, and it looks like you're fixing a turn here, and especially, we can't tell in this video, if you have your turn signal on and you decide at the last second, this is the wrong entrance, and decide to go straight, this is crazy. Either that or he was lining up to take this exit, because this looks like a turn up here. So he was trying to go for the turning lane too soon. Either way, the driver with the dash cam is definitely in the wrong here. Okay, so we're turning wide, turning wide. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay, so hopefully this truck has his turn signal on. If you are indicating what direction you are going to go, especially if you're in a big truck with a trailer. People need to be paying attention to that and yield. So if that was the case and he did have his turn signal on like he was supposed to, he would have been fine. If you're making a wide turn, you have to turn wide sometimes. And if cars aren't paying attention to that, that's on them. All right, so we're driving out west. Oh, something went wrong. What's going on? Holy crap. Sent him all the way over there. You could see the cable from that median being drug along with him. This is going to create a hazard for everybody over here on this side. Let's go ahead and take it back to see if we can see what happened here. Okay. Boom. Yeah. Okay, so he lost a steer tire over here on this side. Let me move my picture out of the way here for just a second so we can see what's going on. And then we'll take that one back just one more time. If you watch here, the front of the hood dips down, so you know something's gone off the rails with that. And then you see it wobbling like crazy. That means that the front steer tire on the driver's side is blown. Watch it dip. Boom, right there. And then you see it shaking like crazy, little bits flying off. Crosses over just because you lose control if you blew a steer tire. And based off of everything that I've heard about that, now a steer tire has never blown for me personally, and golly, I hope it never does. But the best advice that I ever got is just hold the steering wheel as snug as you can. Don't hit on the brakes, because if you hit on the brakes, it'll send that bumper right into the ground too. Just coast till you come to a stop. Guide it as much as you can. Don't put any big movements on it, but just let off the gas, let off the brakes, and hope for the best. Okay, looks like we're in a big city here. Got an exit ramp right here. Whoa, brake check, brake check, brake check. Goodness gracious. I can't tell. He tried to find it out. I'm not sure because there's no hood mirror here. All right, so it looks like we're in a big city here. Got some exit lanes over here. Uh-oh, brake check, brake check, brake check. Oh my goodness. And he ends up getting into him. He tried to slow down, but he just didn't have enough time to. However, in that situation, if you're not going to have a time, the best bet is to go ahead and find it out. And it looked like he was jumping over here into this lane to try to find that out. I'm not sure why he didn't carry on doing that. It could have been because this car was jumping out too, so he was worried about that. But also you have a whole nother lane over here, but it looks like there's cars in this lane, so that wouldn't have been a safe out. Because right here we have a Mustang here, but I'm not seeing anything over here on this side to where it would prevent him from using that out. We see cars all the way over here on this side passing and stuff, so that wouldn't be an option either. And it looked like this car tried to find that out too. Unfortunately, that car was going for the Mustang, and then they were braking. So I'm wondering if that's why he didn't finish off getting into that lane. Again, there could have been another car back there by the trailer to where it wouldn't have been safe to do that either. Whoa! Oh my goodness. A perfectly good old school car ruined. It almost looks like it's turning here into this gas station. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. We got a little bit of information here. It says that the car rolled off the trailer of the pickup truck. I didn't even see that. Oh, look. Yeah, it definitely does have the truck pulling a trailer here. Man, he forgot to strap down the car. Goodness gracious. If you know what kind of car that is, I'm terrible at the old school cars. I can never identify them. Let me know down in the comments. I'm curious to see how much money got destroyed in that. Because they're not making those anymore, I can guarantee it. Okay, we got an exit coming up here. Uh-oh. Pay your penalty for not paying attention. Trying to come over here at the last second makes this poor truck driver have to take exit 261 for no reason. And they're taking off too. They're not going to claim responsibility for it. And this is why it's very important to have a dash cam, because if they're gone, there's no way that they're going to pay the penalty for it. You're going to have to hit your insurance, not theirs. So whether you're a company or you're a personal driver, go ahead and get a dash cam, and it'll protect you in situations like this that are unavoidable and somebody else messes up. It'll help save you on the insurance because it easily could look like it's your fault. I have 2 links for dash cams down below on Amazon. Now, if your company has a dash cam in the truck already pre-installed, that is their dash cam, not yours. So you want to make sure that you get your own dash cam just in case there's a contradiction in what they're saying versus what you're saying. It's still a good idea to have your own personal dash cam. Ooh, we got a grainy video on a night drive. Oh man, this one's on the trucker. What were you thinking, buddy? So he was showing that he was going to be taking this exit here, but instead of carrying on with what he was doing, he decided to try to go straight and get back in the lane here. And of course, this truck wouldn't anticipate that was going to happen. Wow. All right, we got rainy, wet conditions here. Lights turning from green to yellow. Oh my goodness, and this truck stops. Now this is a great example of the stopping distance between a car and a truck. It takes significantly more time to stop a fully loaded truck, especially when we got rainy conditions as well. So this truck was able to stop for that light on time, but this semi truck behind him was not. And the solution to this is just to create some more following distance. And if you look like you're going to be getting into an accident and not be able to stop, find an out. Go over here to this wide open lane, or over here if there's room to. I don't see anybody in this side mirror. And just avoid the accident. It's so much better than having to sit there and deal with all that paperwork. And this pickup truck was doing what he was supposed to. Light turns yellow, you slow down for a stop. Unfortunately, it's just sometimes trucks can't stop. And if you are a truck driver in this situation and you are the front driver, like there's no driver in front of you, it is completely up to your discretion to decide whether or not you're going to have enough time to stop. There's several times where I've ended up running red lights when it just clicked over at the last second because I'm not going to have enough time to stop. And if I were to try to stop, I would have ended up stopping in the middle of the intersection anyway. So the more time and more experience you get driving a truck, you'll learn to find where that sweet spot is and decide whether it's a good idea to just carry on going or to try to stop. And also, if you're on flatbed too and you try to stop really quickly and really hard, there's a good chance that you're going to send your load straight through the cab of your truck. So you got to use your judgment to make a good decision on that one. Uh-oh, brake check. Slow down, find an out, do something. Goodness gracious, holy crap. Hopefully nobody was in that back seat because it looked like that car got trashed. Yeah, signal ahead. You got signs here. You're going way too fast for conditions, not paying a lick of attention. Oh my gosh. This kind of behavior is what makes people believe that truck drivers are just the worst drivers ever, because we take that license and it says professional driver or CDL holder or whatever it says, and we don't take it seriously. Now imagine if a doctor, somebody who is licensed to perform medicine, makes a mistake and cuts off your wrong arm when you need an amputation. That doctor's done for. It's it. That's over. His career's done. There's no way that you can come back from that. And we're professional drivers just like they're professional physicians. So we got to take that license very seriously and treat it like it's to be protected and pay attention when we're driving. Now, I can't tell whether or not this almost looks like it's a pickup truck. It says semi-truck drivers, but this almost looks like a pickup truck just because there's the sprayers on the hood. I don't know of any trucks personally that have the sprayers on the hood. Let me know if I'm wrong on that. Okay, so we're on a 2-lane road. Whoa. Wow, yeah, that truck definitely stopped at the last second. It's going. They're keeping about the same pace. And boom, now he stops. Wow, that really came out of nowhere. The only thing you can do to prevent that is to create a little bit more following distance, but sometimes things happen. Okay, we got an exit coming up ahead. People over here on the shoulder. Brake lights. Brake lights. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we see brake lights, brake lights. It does stop extraordinarily quick. Like I said in the last clip, the best thing you could do is create a little bit more following distance or find an out. Speed limit is 60 miles an hour here, and that came out of nowhere, so it didn't look like he was speeding or anything. Okay, we got a green light here. Oh my goodness. Ooh, I wish I had a little bit more at the beginning to find out which lane was doing which. Let's see if we can take a look here. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Oh yeah, here we go. Ding, 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 ding. Found our answer. So both of these are turning lanes, and the one that's supposed to go straight is the one that this truck driver is in. So this car was in the wrong. They were in the wrong lane and tried to rush it and go straight and beat the truck there. Wow. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Oh my goodness. Wide open lane here too, folks. Wide open. Both sides, actually. Let's take that one back just to make sure I'm not going crazy here. Yeah, we got wide open lane, even if you have to cross this white line just to get to some safety. This one's an issue of just not paying attention. I mean, because there's definitely room on both sides. I'm looking in these mirrors here. I don't see anything on either side. He easily could have found it out. Okay, we're in a turning lane. We are in the correct lane. Good job on this truck driver. This is a roundabout, and in a roundabout you want to be in the widest lane. I don't care what the rules of the roundabout are for cars. It's completely different for trucks because we need both lanes in order to make it around that thing. Otherwise our tires are going to be all the way in here, especially on the trailer. As a matter of fact, I probably would have swung wide to the left just to make that first turn, because you got these signs that are right here. So if he's cutting this sharp right away, he's probably going to end up getting over here. I'm wondering if he has a trailer or not. I can't really tell, or if this is even a semi-truck. But if I were in this guy's shoes, I would have definitely swung wide here. And then you point your nose of your truck to this sign over here. And then you find another spot and stay as wide as you possibly can going around these roundabouts. Yep, point your nose there. Oh, the car just stopped out of nowhere. Why? Yeah, it's pretty... I don't know why people have such an issue with roundabouts. They seem pretty self-explanatory to me. And worst case scenario, you get stuck, you don't figure it out, just keep on going right around. You'll figure it out eventually. Just keep going round and round and round until you figure out what you need to do. Okay, rider's jumping over here because of some emergency stuff going on over here on the shoulder. Whoa. Yeah, we got traffic back up all the way back too. Yeah, it looks like rainy, wet conditions to top it off. Man, this is just a recipe for disaster. Anytime there's a lane closure like this, it creates extra hazards. But you got people waiting to the last minute to jump in. This truck driver right here doesn't seem to be slowing down a whole lot at all until right about now. Oh, yeah, it's still tough to see whether it was slowing down or not. Okay, we got some flashing lights. You got some amber lights up here. This is letting you know, hey, there's construction or something going on to be wary of. Flashing lights, yep. Brake check, slow it down, find an out. Come on, man. Yeah, and as truck drivers, we're taught this stuff, so I don't know why I'm seeing all these truck drivers rear end people that are stopped like that when there's plenty of space for outs. Okay, we're out west here in the desert somewhere. Okay, we got a situation where these trucks are kind of hogging the lane here. I can't tell what companies they are, but it's frustrating, especially out west when the speed limits are like 80 miles an hour out there. If your truck can get up and do that, it can. But a lot of trucks are still governed at that 65, and it creates a lot of dangers. Yeah, but that's not the issue here. You got Mr. Suburban over here thinking that he owns the road, and, well, play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Yeah, to be fair, this truck likely should have been over here till he was a little bit closer to this truck to pass, but realistically, he was in the process of passing. He was keeping the same pace as these cars trying to get around this blue truck here. So he wasn't in the wrong for being where he was at. This Suburban was just in a hurry. Definitely got to have your dash cams for that too. If you don't know what you're looking for, I got 2 links down below. One for a Garmin that's a little bit more expensive, but it's got more features, and then one for a 70 MAI, and that one's a little bit cheaper, about $40, and it'll still cover you. Go grab you a dash cam. Whoa, slow it down. Brake check, brake check, brake check. Oh, we got to pay your penalty for not paying attention. They're trying to come over here to this exit. Not only are they doing that, they're stopping in the middle of the freaking interstate. Come on, get your brains on. Oh my gosh. Yeah, all right. So I normally go hard on the truck drivers just because I'm a truck driver myself, and I feel like we should be held to a bit of a higher standard because we are truck drivers. But this car 100% deserved that 80,000 pound suppository, and they got it. Why are you stopping in the middle of the interstate? That is so mind-boggling to me. All right, we got some rainy conditions. It's wet. Coming downhill on this overpass. Brake check, brake check. There is nothing that you could do about that. I mean, slow it down a little bit. But look, dude, I mean, he's got a bunch of following space too, so he's doing what he's supposed to, creating enough following distance. Traffic kind of comes to a stop. I'm surprised this semi-truck didn't get into the car in front of him. Wow. And this truck right here, this tanker that's right here, it was in front of this truck too. So he found an out and got over here. Let's take that one back. Yeah, that tanker was right in front of this truck. There was a gap here in front of this Pam. He decided to take it. And this truck was trying to. So it all came to a head, but you also got to deal with some gravity here because this is coming down a slope. On top of rainy, wet conditions, on top of all that. So this is just a bad situation. Everybody tried to do what they could to avoid it. Sometimes it's just unavoidable. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. How did I know? Yeah, it seems like every time there's an exit coming up, it's always going to be a pay or penalty for not paying attention. We got this van over here. Wait until the last second to try to take his exit. Oh man, there's a pilot, there's Loves, I need to take a piss. And then ends up jumping off. Getting into the front of this truck. You've got to pay your penalty for not paying attention. Go up to the next exit, turn around, come back. Okay, we are driving in a city element. We are going way too fast to be going in a city element. Slow it down. Yellow to red. Boom, that's the second one. Okay, so that would have, this one that he ran was the third one that he ended up blowing on the yellow light. Now I get it, like we've talked about before, you got to make a reasonable judgment whether or not you can make it. But this is crazy. We're green here, boom, it's yellow. Now this one's fair enough. It turned yellow after he was already past it, but you're still going fast in a city element. Boom, we're already yellow. He's making the choice to go past it. That one didn't quite turn red. This one's yellow, and this car decided to stop on that one. The truck didn't. Yeah, 100%, definitely way too fast. Slow it down in a city element, especially when you got red lights. People are turning all over the place. Slow down and pay attention. Okay, looks like we're coming to a stop. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, there's no way. I know from the image of the dash cam, it's hard to see the lights, but I can guarantee just from having dash cams for pretty much my whole driving career, it looks a lot closer in person than what it does on the dash cams. So there's no way with all these people stopped here, this guy putting on his brakes, that he shouldn't be able to see that that's red light. People crossing, I mean... Yeah, this one's bad. Real bad for the truck driver. And now this is a situation where it might not be the best idea to have a dash cam, because if you're screwing around like this and being dumb on the road and not watching for red lights when you're going through a city and you end up doing something like this is going to be bad. I mean, there's no excuse for that. All right, so oh man, if traffic is backed up on this side and there's a wide open lane here, you got to be paying attention and expecting that people are going to jump out. Slowing down, moving over. Everybody's doing it. Okay, we got some rainy, wet conditions. Uh-oh, pay your penalty for not paying attention. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, this stuff happens almost every video I do. People are trying to rush to their exit, not paying attention. And I know it sounds easy, and if it's 2 o'clock in the morning and there's nobody out there and you're not going to be cutting off anybody, yeah, sure, jump over 2-3 lanes to get to your exit. But you're endangering people, so it's better to form the habit of, oh crap, I missed my exit. Go up to the next one, turn around, come back. You have to pay your penalty for not paying attention. Okay, we got rainy, wet conditions. We're taking an exit here, it looks like. Slow it down, slow it down. These exit ramp signs for the speed limit, those need to be honored, because if you're going way too fast, I have a feeling I know what's about to happen. You gotta slow down for these exits. Rainy, wet conditions on top of it. Oh, it's a wonder. You spun out. Or worse, your trailer tips because you're going too fast around the corner. This one, I know we talked about it in a previous video. I think this truck was a bobtail because you're getting on your brakes and it's wet. That back end lifts up and you're loose. The bobtails are designed to have a trailer on the back of it. Rainy, wet conditions. Trying to slow down here. We got lights. We got lights. Man, it is a monsoon in this video. Slow it down, slow it down. Oh my gosh, people already wrecked. Yeah, realistically, the only solution for this is to go a bit slower in rainy, wet conditions. Try to find it out. It looked like he tried right here in this little gap, but obviously a semi-truck's not going to fit in that. Okay, so it looks like this truck is trying to force his way over here. This car's already in the lane. He's trying to force his way over. My guess, to try to get to this exit, you have got to pay your penalty for not paying attention. That's my guess as to what's happening here. Ends up getting into the side of this car. Wow. Oh, goodness gracious. Was that a trooper? Oh, crap. You're having a bad day. It looks like it's a turning lane, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that looks like a police officer. Either that, no, you got white on this side. Most likely not a police officer, but still. It almost looks like it's a turning lane, though. Am I wrong? Because you got a line going this way. It's weird that all the way over here is a turning lane, but up here it's a 2-lane road. So I'm not sure who's in the wrong here, whether it's the car that was zipping by. Oh, we can get a little bit more information from that mirror. Let's take a look. It is 2 lanes right here, so it bottlenecks down from 2 lanes here to 1 lane here. So I'm not sure if surely it doesn't merge in the intersection there. So one of these lanes has to be a turning lane and one being a going straight lane. So my guess is the one that the car was in was a turning lane. Probably the truck driver's fault, unfortunately, on this one. A little bit of both, actually. If this car was trying to go straight when it was a turning lane and this truck was trying to turn when it was a straight lane, they're both in the wrong. Interesting. Okay, we got traffic. You can see it loud and clear. Goodness gracious. Did he leave a good following distance? Yeah, there's plenty of following distance there. You got easily 2 truck lengths ahead of you. This is a situation of probably not too fast for conditions. This looks like an interstate, but not paying attention. Okay, so we got traffic backed up here. You could see the red lights. You were able to see them from quite a ways away here. Especially at night, it's nice and bright. Merging into that lane. It looks like he was trying to get over to avoid going into this this HOV lane or whatever that is. Going too fast too. If you see some red lights, slow it down because you know something is going on. Be very mindful of that. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Wow, we were just cruising along here. Oh, he was drifting over here too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, not paying attention or something, and he got off onto the shoulder, probably hit that rumble strip, freaked out, brought it back the other way, but too far, right in front of this truck. Okay, we got a green light here, all is well. Uh-oh, got a red light over here too. This car is 100% running the red light. And again, if you don't have a dash cam, who knows what the light was when you were going through. It could be a hearsay. Oh, I swore it was green. Mine was green. Mine was green. Get yourself a dash cam. I got links below. This will save you in this situation. Okay, waiting to the very last second to merge in. Especially in a traffic backup too. Find your spot and get in, but don't run it all the way up to the front. That's very rude and disrespectful. But to be fair, it happens all the freaking time. It really does. Okay, we got a turning lane here. Oh, this car's in the wrong. Bad car. You bad car, you. Yeah, because if you look here on the ground, we got a straight going this way and a turn, and then a straight and a turn this way. So pay attention to your road signs. But again, everybody is the most important person in the entire world, and it's all about them. So it's super frustrating to deal with. Again, the car's in the wrong on this one. But again, a dash cam, this dash cam probably saved that driver's butt. All right, we got stuff slowing down. We're on a bridge here. Whoa, holy crap. That car came out of nowhere. Ooh, perfect timing. The tow truck's right there ready to pick him up. Here's a $300 bill. I'm right here. I'll get you taken care of. Whoa, okay. So we're in a cross traffic here. It looks like this is a truck stop. Another truck stop on this side. These guys are both wanting to get out. We do have a middle lane here that's not designated, but anything for a turn. So if I had got a gap, well, realistically, this is pretty thin road here, so this isn't a 2-lane on each side. But if I were to get a gap on this side, I would pull out to that middle, wait for an open spot on the next side, then jump in. However, there's probably not enough room to make the turn fully here in order to do that, so he's going to have to come out into this lane anyway, so might as well wait for an open gap on both sides. Just kidding. So it looked like this truck was trying to come across the street here. An unexpected thing. Most people wouldn't expect that. However, this guy, it's like literally right in front of him. I mean, his head is turned this way. Oh, yep. If we look here, he's looking down at something. I'm not sure what he's looking down at. Then he zips right over here, completely missing this truck. And now he's like, what's going on, man? Why'd you run into me? Wow. It's just arrogance too. Like, oh, I'm the right one. I'm the right one. All right, so we're cruising along here. Got some leftover lunch in the windshield. Slow down. Okay, so this is now the second car that's come up and got in front of this truck. He is in the wrong lane of travel. It's keep right except to pass, and he's cruising along over here. Clearly done pissed this guy off, so he's going to start brake checking him. Still not a good idea on that pickup truck to do that. Yeah, so he got brake checked and got into. Time to pull off to the side of the road and exchange some information. Luckily, he's got a dash cam. All right, so we got some traffic. We got some snow on the ground. It looks like the roads are pretty clear, so we're not worried about slippery or wet or anything like that. But we got a traffic backup, and it looks like this car just kind of jumped out and forced his way into this lane right in front of this other truck here. It's got its turn signal on. There is a gap, but then boom, out of nowhere, like the traffic stops. I mean, it's just a bad day. Accidents happen on this one. All right, so we got a night drive going through a city element. Uh-oh, truck's pulling out here. Oh, and completely in the wrong lane. Wow. I get it, it's night, it's hard to see, but... All right, so we got rainy, wet conditions. We are all in this exit lane here. All slowing down because the traffic's slow up here. Good, good. We still got a bit of a following distance issue all the way across the board here on everybody. Yeah, you got to save a little bit more following distance, but I understand as a truck driver in this position, if you leave a bunch of following distance in this gap here, especially in big cities and stuff, people are going to jump in and find that open gap right in front of you. Happens all the time. So, I mean, I understand the want to be a little bit closer, but he could have moved quicker too to find an out. This is a rough one. All right, so we're cruising along. Again, we got traffic backed up here, so you got to anticipate people are going to jump out, but it looks like this car is going to try to jump in. Yep, jumped right over. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it's pretty crazy that a car would jump out like that right in front of a truck and then brake check. And people do it all the time though. I mean, this isn't something that's uncommon. This isn't something that's unheard of. Okay, we got some rainy, wet conditions here. Slow it down. Your visibility is low. And this is what I've talked about before in the bobtail. It looked like he was trying to slow down either that or hydroplaned, but these bobtails are meant to have a trailer on the back of them. So if there's not that weight there, it actually becomes more risky. Even though it's a lighter vehicle, you don't have as much traction because they are designed to have the weight on them. So that back end gets loose quite often. Almost looks like he exploded the fuel tank too. You see all the water coming out here. I'm not sure if that was the fuel or just the water from the road. Nothing in front of him though, so he either got on the brakes and got loose or just hydroplaned. That's why we got to slow down in rainy, wet conditions. All right, so we're cruising along. Oh my goodness, drifting. Oh, this one's on the truck driver for sure. Oh man, I hate it. I hate seeing the truck drivers messing up. He's just drifting right over. Ends up getting to the back of that pickup truck, and we're both going to go over here to this TA and have some lunch. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are in some serious traffic over here, so we got to be watching out for anything crazy to happen because people do crazy stuff. And boom, right here, this guy's jumping out. And instead of just going into the one lane, he's going to go all the way over here, getting into the side of the semi truck. Okay, traffic's clearly slowed on this side. So we got to wait for people to jump in over here. And that's exactly what's happening. Not quite from this side, but still. You should be on the lookout for people jumping in. Not to say that this truck driver could have avoided it. However, just heighten your senses when things like this are going on, and you might be able to. Okay, so this car is clearly coming on, clearly ahead of this truck. There is a yield sign here, but they're braking. Don't brake. And then he's honking instead of just letting him go or moving over here. Sometimes honking isn't the best solution. Yeah, I mean, it's very obvious that he's trying to come on. I think the truck that's got the dash cam is slowing down a bit too. And this car decides to stop and brake. They were doing good. They were doing okay. Like, they could have been going faster to get in, but with that yield sign, it makes you want to slow down because most yield signs you're supposed to stop and then look for traffic. So I get it. This one's a tough one. The best bet in this situation, just find an out. Jump over into the other lane, let the people come on. All right, so we got some farm equipment. We're out in the Midwest somewhere doing some farming. Whoa, okay. Yeah. We got to give these farmers some more respect. I mean, they're basically one and the same with us, with the truck drivers. We do a lot of work for them. They do a lot of work for us. When you see a truck like this going, just be patient. Wait until there's a good gap. Now there is a turn signal coming on right now, though. Oh my gosh. Merging over. Not enough room to. And you have a hood mirror. Let's take it back and see if we can see that car on the hood mirror. Boom. Yes, you can. You can see the back end of the car on the hood mirror just as it starts to move over. Utilize the tools to your advantage. Also, most likely he could probably see over the hood and see the car itself, but you have your hood mirror here that you could clearly see the car in. Use all your mirrors. These hood mirrors are fantastic. I love them. I don't like driving trucks without them just because they are so helpful to see that. But it's a Tesla, so all the weight is underneath the car. That thing ain't flipping for nothing. All right, everybody, that's it for this one. If you like this crash reaction, don't forget to check out my other crash reactions right here in this playlist. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right, bye.